and welcome to this episode of Flyby, presented by the National Model Aviation Museum. I'm your host, Claire, and today we are looking at some early engines. Bill Brown Jr. and Maxwell Bassett generally get the credit for creating the first successful working gas model engine for model airplanes. This is true to an extent. The Brown design, which was commercially available from Junior Motors beginning in 1934, was really the first easily manufactured and successful gas model engine, and it certainly powered the gas model boom of 1930s. Modelers had been experimenting with gas engines for model airplanes long before Bill Brown used his father's mechanic shop to machine engines for his friends. These engines powered model airplanes into flight, and they were sold commercially. But the availability of such small precision parts made their price out of reach for the average modeler, leaving them as a niche in the burgeoning model aviation hobby for around 20 years. In 2018, the museum completed non-working reproductions of two early gas engines. Both were completed after several years of research and working with volunteers and local groups to use resources and technology in the best possible ways. The Gamage engine, manufactured and sold by W.A. Gamage of London, England, was sold about 1909 and 1910. According to our research, it was a redesign or modification of an engine built circa 1908. It is a one-cylinder, two-cycle engine weighing in at about over 6 pounds. This is the fuel tank, mounted on a bracket above the cylinder head, allowing the fuel to be gravity-fed into the carburetor. The Baby engine, manufactured by the Baby Engine Company of Connecticut, was sold for $35 between 1911 and 1914. It is also a one-cylinder, two-cycle engine, but weighs considerably less at 3 3/4 pounds. Its design and features are remarkably similar to later gas-powered engines, though it lacks many refinements that modern engines have. The Baby engine was the centerpiece of the first gas-powered model meet in the country and perhaps the world. Although the date is unclear, it happened sometime in 1912 or 1913. Pictures, oral histories, and some documentation from the New York Model Aero Club tell the story of a meet sponsored by Whitney Eckert and his brother, the owners of the Baby Engine Company. The Eckert brothers supplied drawings of measurements of their engines and mounts and provided those to the New York Club members. Members were then encouraged to build a model airplane designed to fly with a Baby engine. On the day of the contest, the participants brought their airplanes to the old Mineola Flying Field in Mineola, Long Island, New York, where each had a Baby engine provided by the company installed. Memories indicate that quite a few models broke up or crashed, both from the vibrations caused by the running engine and the inability to practice beforehand. A few models did fly, however, although not enough either to win the contest or succeed in capturing the interest of modelers who achieved much longer flights using cheaper rubber motors. There might be extant examples of these engines out there tucked away in attics or private collections. None have been offered to the museum though, and during the research into these engines, none were located. Many years ago, the San Diego Air and Space Museum did come across extant examples of these engines and were able to make copies for study before the originals were returned to their collector. In 2016, the SDA-S&M loaned their examples to us so that we could study them. While they were here, museum volunteer Kent Mundell measured them and drew them into CAD software. His work was augmented by several sources, including the manual that came with a Baby engine at the time of sale, which was luckily donated to the museum's archives in 2016 as part of the George B. Armstead Jr. collection. Additionally, the museum relied heavily on Lewis S. Hertz's book, The Complete Book of Model Aircraft, Spacecraft, and Rockets, published in 1967, and George Kavanaugh's Model Airplanes and Their Motors, published in 1916. Once the drawings were complete, they were turned over to Purdue Polytechnic in nearby Anderson, Indiana for 3D printing. The engines were printed on two different types of high-tech 3D printers and after trial runs on a 3D printer of lesser quality. Once removed from the printer, however, the work was not complete. Plastic could not be realistically shaped by the printer to make several of the parts, so Kent fabricated the Gamage's fuel tank bracket and both prop shafts from steel. Kent then returned to the plastic components using auto body filler to smooth the porous material before sanding and shaping the parts and then gluing them together. Finally, they were painted. While these are non-working replicas, they have been duplicated as closely as our research allowed to the originals. Gas-powered model engines may have been a niche part of aeromodeling for the first 20 years, but it is still a story worth sharing.